Hello and welcome back to Here We Tow. Today I'm at Kimberley Caravans and Motorhomes in Nottingham and I'm here to review this. This is the Coachman Imperial 845. This is a premium integrated motorhome and it was introduced by Coachman onto the UK market in 2024. Now while it's new to our market, this motorhome is actually manufactured in Sweden by Kabe on behalf of Coachman. So it's been designed and built for the freezing cold Swedish winters and the very warm Scandinavian summers. So what do we need to know about it? Well, let's dive in and find out all about it. So the Imperial, it is based on the Mercedes and it has the Alko chassis. It's a 4-berth motorhome and it has 4 travel seats. The Mercedes, it has a 2-litre diesel engine, 170 horsepower and automatic transmission. Let's talk a bit about some facts and figures. So let's move down this side. So in terms of its size, first of all, it is a big motorhome. This motorhome is 8 metres and 82 centimetres in length. It's 2 metres and 32 centimetres in width, and it's 3 metres and 6 centimetres in height. In terms of its weight, it has a gross vehicle weight of 5,500 kilos and it's going to give you a payload of just under 800 kilos. Right, let's make a start at the front. So as I mentioned, it is an integrated or A-class motorhome and because of that you're going to get the beautiful big front windscreen. Up here we have the Coachman name embossed on it. We also have the Coachman logo badge here. Now on Mercedes it is packed with safety features. Those are all included for the price, and the price of this motorhome here at Kimberley is £196,000. Right, that's the nice looking front end. I do like the light cluster as well. Let's make our way down the off side. So on the off side we have the coach style electrically operated mirrors. You'll notice there's no driver's door here, and that is because these are designed for the European market where they're left-hand drive, so that door has remained on the near side. We'll see that when we go round there. Up on the roof you are going to get a Dometic air conditioning unit. We'll see a bit more inside. A 150 watt solar panel is complemented by 2 leisure batteries and a 1800 watt inverter. On the offside we have the alloy wheels, as we can see here. Coming down we have a 5.5 metre electric awning. So in terms of operation, you'll press a button and it will electrically come out. If there's any issues with electricity supply, you can manually retract it, so that isn't an issue. Running underneath there is an LED strip light as well. There's also an additional awning light here, and the good thing about this awning light, this small one here, is it has a sensor on it, so you can set it on a night time to have a sensor. So if anyone walks past your motorhome, you can activate it to come on, or if you return to the motorhome late at night, again, it will come straight on. Now the habitation door, it is on the off side, which is standard on the European market, and we've retained that here. I like a habitation door on the off side, as you probably know if you've watched many of my reviews. Here they have an electric step, again operated from inside, and then you're going to get an external gas barbecue point for cooking outdoors. And then under here, if I open this, you'll see we have storage in here, and we also have a pull-out tray. We've got one on the other side as well. I quite like this idea. If you slide this out, you've got 2 storage compartment trays. You can lift these out and slide the other one in and out. So good for storing items so they're not flying around in the motorhome. And then dry locker space here. Next up, we have vents for our tower fridge and freezer. That's a big one inside, we'll see that. Our toilet cassette point, the Imperial name here, very nice indeed. And we can see the graphics or the decals for this season, the blue cracked tile effect. Continuing down, there's a TV point. So here, if you want to use the plug socket, you can plug things in outside. You've also got the aerial point, so you can watch television outside. That plug socket there is ideal if you're sitting out and you want to charge a laptop or something like that as well. Next up, the garage. Now, the motorhome, the Imperial, comes with the remote central locking, and the garage is also locked and unlocked on the central locking, which is good. You're not having to use your key to get in there. Good size garage, as we can see. So with that 800 kilos of payload, you can put plenty of equipment in the back here. We've got the Dometic inverter that I mentioned before, that's 1800 watts. There is an external hot and cold shower on the near side, and then there's a number of little lockers for storing bits within the motorhome garage as well. It is a really good size, and if you're wondering what these are the steel wheels that come with it. So when they've changed the seal to the alloys, you'll get those as well. So it's great to keep one of these with a tyre on for a spare. You also have 2 plug sockets here and a 12-volt charger as well. So that's your garage space. Really good garage. Right, continuing round to the rear. You know I like a nice back end, and look at this. I love the Imperial back end. You'll get the rear view camera, the Coachman name, high level brake light, big Coachman badge, Imperial name, and the beautiful Travel Master styling on the lights here. Nice big back end. Right, let's head off down the near side. So on the near side we have a second garage door, and again this door operates off the remote central locking. We can just see in from this side. If you're wondering what the pipes are, that's because you get Alde wet central heating on this motorhome, and the heating pipes come through the garage to again keep the garage a really nice warm space. Here we have our electric hookup point for when you have got electric on your pitch, and then the vent for the Alde. So the Alde wet central heating system, when you're on hookup you can set it to run off electric. If you're off grid you can run that on gas. You've also got underfloor heating as well in the Imperial. Continuing down, here is our gas locker. So space here for 2 large gas canisters, at least 2 11 kilo gas bottles in there. And then under here we have another storage locker. If I open this one up for us, so you can see we've got more dry locker space here and another slide out tray drawer as well. They're really handy, I like those. Close this up. And here we have our water filling point. On board, a 150 litre fresh tank and a 90 litre grey waste tank. So 150 litre, not the largest in its class, but that is more than sufficient for your travels. So that is your water. And then here we have a further locker. Now in this one, you'll notice these attachments here. So you've got these hose attachments. And then continuing along, we have our diesel filler, and then the door into what would be our passenger side. So because this is right-hand drive, on this one we're going to enter into the cab. You do get electric windows, you get blinds in the side windows, and an electrically operated blind in the front. I'll show you that inside. The seats as well, they are heated and cooled in the cab. And also in the cab you're going to get a heated mat. So whilst you've got Alde heating and underfloor heating in the habitation, in the cab that there is a heated mat. Right, I think that covers the exterior of the Imperial. What we shall do next is we shall dive inside and take a closer look. So coming into the cab area of the Imperial, so this is the Mercedes part. This is a beautiful front end, I really like this. So the captain's chair's got the nice grey leather with the Coachman logo embossed on here. And as I say, these chairs are heated and cooled. They have a number of electric functions as well. Up here we've got the Mercedes infotainment system, you've got navigation, your rear view camera will be here. There's a lot of functions within this motorhome as well. The multifunctional steering wheel, the Mercedes Me app complements that as well. You can control a lot of parts of the Mercedes motorhome off an app, which is great. We have that on our Coachman Sportivo, and Jules is a bit of an expert on that one. You'll also have a button for your grey waste dumping here. You can do that electronically from here or on your control panel. There's the additional heated wing mirror button, and it also has an additional diesel heater, I believe, for the cab area, so you can heat the motorhome before you set off. There's a control over here. This here is for the Alko self-levelling system. So when you arrive on site, this motorhome comes fitted with self-levelling. So you press a button and the motorhome is going to level itself for you. The Alko, it's the HY4. It also has an ability to weigh the motorhome. You can weigh your axles and the total weight of the motorhome. So this is great if you also need to change a tyre, for example. And it's also a bit of an additional safety feature is hydraulic self-levelling, because while you're up there and it's locked in, nobody can just tow your motorhome away. Right, I'll put that there. Now, as I say, the blind is electrically operated. I will show you that when we go up to the control panel, so we'll do that then. Right, also up here you will get a premium sound system and a subwoofer as well. So if you like music, you're going to love this one. There's air conditioning up here as well in the cab. Right, let me now start making my way into the Imperial itself. Now, one thing I do like is as I move back, the floor is all one level. I'm not stepping down, it's all one level onto this nice dark floor. And then in the lounge area, we have the wraparound leather. This is nicely finished, and I do like this layout. It's the L shape, so this is ideal for relaxing and sitting out with your feet up. When you want to use this as for travel seats, you take out the cushions, you've got 2 seats there with seat belts, and that back will actually slide out so people aren't having to sit bolt upright for travelling, and there's armrests as well. So those are your travel seats. The table does swivel round, so you can move this so the people that are sitting here can move around. There's also the additional bench seat here as well. Now, above me, I mentioned it's 4 berth. It is. We have an electrically operated drop-down bed. As you can see, it does take a little bit of the headroom away, but if you have got people coming with you that want to use this bed, it's a good size. It's 188 centimetres long and it's 122 centimetres wide. You do have a ladder as well. You press the button on the control panel to drop this down, and then you can climb up on there. What you must do is just drop your captain's seats down when you drop your bed. So that's this cab area, and then heading through. There's a wireless charging point there as well. Cabinets. Now in this one, this is actually going to be where your television's going to go. You'll see in here, what you do is push that and drop that down. Your television's going to go in this cupboard. You'll slide this down, and it does have movement, so you can turn the bracket to where you want to see it. Here there's a plug socket, and there's also the aerial point there. So that's what's in that cupboard. So yes, you do lose a cupboard, but it's not attached somewhere else. Dotted around, there's LED lights around. The lighting, I haven't been able to put all the lighting on because unfortunately it does flicker on the camera, but it has beautiful lighting, and it also has mood lighting as well all the way around. If I open these up, we can see the overhead lockers here in the lounge area as well. Now you may notice this cream carpet on the wall. There's cream here and there's cream here. Having recently been to Kabe where this is made, I've seen the construction, and what they do when they build it, the external wall is aluminium, then they have really thick insulation, then another sheet of aluminium, and this is ideal for keeping the motorhome warm and insulated, but equally in summer it keeps it cooler as well. And it does work because my Sportivo is the same, and I won't bore you to death with that, but in terms of insulation it is excellent. What they then do on that inner aluminium, they bond this carpet finish to it, and this again is great for the soundproofing, the insulation. It also helps reduce condensation within the motorhome too. So that's what's on the walls if you're wondering. Close these up. The locker finish, it's a wood effect, and it is a matte with chrome and then the wood effect as well. Right, I'll make my way this way a bit further back. Up here we have a glass and drinks cabinet, so you can put your glasses up there and bottles there as well. Very nice if you've got people coming round for drinks. As we move over this way, there is a huge sunroof here. This does open and it has got a blind and a fly screen as well, so great for ventilation. The ceiling is the white finish and it's padded as well, and it's padded again for soundproofing and insulation. Really good finish on these. Moving round, I'll come to the panel in a minute, but we have the entrance door on the offside. You'll see the Coachman badge here. You do get a concertina blind for privacy. There is a fly screen as well. Now down here, this is a nice little compartment. Under here, we have a shoe cabinet. This is perfect. When you come in through the door, you can bob your wet shoes in there. You get a plastic tray liner as well. So that's always good. And then on this side, as you come in, we've got hooks, the mirror, there's the electric step button. This handle's always handy for pulling yourself in. Then this little, just a little bit of storage just on there if you wanted to put anything on there. Now the control panel, as I've mentioned, I won't go into the in-depth of it because what this does is phenomenal. You also have Smart D on the Coachmans. Again, another app, another system, and you can control the motorhome remotely, work various functions. But on here, obviously you've got your lights, you've got your fridge, you operate your fridge off here, whether it'll switch on and do it for us. There we go. So all the controls on here for your fridge, your heating, it'll give you information, your fridge on that button there. See if that comes on. There we go. So you turn your fridge on, you can control literally everything off here. You can also, on your electric, you can change it. So if you say you're on a pitch that only gives you 10 amps, you can press this and reduce the draw your motorhome's going to take from the electric. So if you've only got 10 amps, you can switch it down to that, so you're not going to blow the bollard and have to go out and flick your trip switch. So it is a really, really clever system. You've also got zoned Alde heating as well, but literally everything is off here. So in terms of, say, the blinds, the button for that is on here, and for the bed. So that's all on there. Right, let's move on. Well, that's enough on the panel. I could stand here all day and talk about that, but let's move on. Right, shall we do the kitchen next? So into the kitchen. Now, this is a good size kitchen, and what you're going to get is corian. Nice, solid corian finish. It's thick, it's solid, loads of space here. This is really nice. And what you do also get is your sink cover. Again, absolutely solid. The black finish on the tap. If I just shut that, close that down there now. Nice size sink. And coming across, you will get 3 gas burners as well. So you can obviously do some cooking in here if you want. Underneath, there's an extractor fan. And there's also 2 plug sockets there as well. It's a nice illuminated splashback, and you do get a blind and a fly screen. Now in the kitchen, what I like is this gloss finish. We've moved away from the wood, we've now got gloss and these chrome handles. If you push these in, you can open up into the cabinets. Now this is a good size corner cabinet, as we can see in there. Then we have a slight reduction in this one, but what we're getting is firstly the extractor fan, which is going up there, and then there's a microwave. So a lot of European motorhomes will not give you a microwave, and I miss a microwave if I'm honest, but here we have a Dometic microwave. Now coming down, we have our pull-out drawers here. I'll just open these up for us. These are soft close. They're a really good depth as well. So plenty of drawer space in our kitchen. And then under the sink, we have a little bit of storage. This is probably more suitable for tins and what have you. It's not massive in there. And then I'll close that. And on this side, what you're going to get, if I open these, is a bank of drawers again. You've got your cutlery tray here, and then a couple more drawers. And this one's got your bins in it. So this is where you're going to be able to put your bin bags and keep your waste in there. So this part of the kitchen, really nice, good lighting, good amount of worktop space, and another sunroof hecky above me here, which does open. Now moving across, I'm going to come to this little space in a minute, but first of all, let's carry on with the theme of the kitchen. We have a little high oven here. Now, the only thing you have to be careful with is it is quite high. So if you're small like me, do just be careful, but at least we have got this oven on board as well as the microwave. And then we've got 171 litres of tower fridge and freezer. So freezer compartment and a really good size fridge. If you like stocking up your fridge like me, I think you'd be quite happy with that one. And underneath, we have another drawer as well. So plenty of storage, really good. Now this is clever. So when you come in and you've got your coats and they're a bit damp, you can hang your coats in here. You've also got your Alde header tank in here, and coming in is the aerial as well. Now, when you hang your damp coats in this cupboard, it has a vent in here. So when your Alde system's working, this cupboard's actually going to heat up. It's like a drying cupboard. And if you look in the top there, there's actually a vent, and that vent will allow any condensation to escape in there. So that's your drying cupboard. And there's a main Alde panel in there as well. So if you have any issues with that panel by any chance, which you shouldn't, you can go direct to the Alde panel and still operate your heating. Right, so that's that. Now moving back, I'll just close this and then we'll move back into the next part. So this is almost the third quarter of the motorhome habitation. This is the washroom door. You close this across to separate the rear to the front. And then coming back, we have a shower on the near side and we have our washroom on the off side. So looking at the shower, now this is good. So if you take this off, this plastic, not only does it hold the doors together, you can also wipe your shower screen down when you've finished. If I open this up, now what I like about this is firstly, you've got nice solid doors, a good size opening, and you've got a good lip here. So you have to just step into your shower. So no water should get out into the motorhome at all. There's a nice lip. When you step up, there is some very slight intrusion from the wheel arch, but not a lot at all, which is often motorhomes have intrusion up here. So this is great. You've got plenty of real usable floor space for having your shower. The plug down there, the shower head. I don't think this is a bad amount of headroom. Obviously, if you're taller, you're going to be a bit further up. Vent, light, shelving for your shower gels. But yeah, and also the width of the shower. Brilliant shower space. That's definitely not a compromise. Right, let me dive out. I'll close this up. So obviously give your shower a wipe down, bob that back on there. Right. I'm going to go into the bedroom next, but first of all, as we go through, you'll see here there is an air conditioning unit that's fitted to the Imperials as part of the price. So air conditioning there. Then we come into the bedroom space. Now the Imperial only has one layout, the 845, which is an island bed, and here it is. It's 195 centimetres long, it's 138 centimetres wide, and it's electrically operated as well, so you can actually sit yourself up and down. So it's a really nice bed, and the backboard there, that dark grey headboard, there's a number of LED lights under there. You've also got speakers, you've got USB charging points, and the white thing, if you're wondering, it's got an internal alarm, has the motorhome, so that's one of the alarm sensors. Coming up, so the roof still got the white padding, the sunroof here for ventilation, a nice light switch here. Each side has got a wardrobe, so we've got wardrobe each side. You can see in there, and you can see as well the carpeting on the wall. So like I mentioned before, this carpet, it literally continues around all the walls on both sides. Close that up. So one on each side, and then if I just step down, what I like is there's plenty of space here for putting, you know, your gadgets, your cups of tea. If the bed's dropped down, there's also some little space compartments just here next to your bed as well, so you can store more bits there. You do get a plug socket at each side of the bed and a pull-out drawer as well for storing all your bits and pieces, and you both get one of those as well. On the wall, you get one of these. I haven't just ripped it off, it's Velcro, honestly. And these again, just on the walls, you can move them around wherever you want them, and you can put bits and pieces in there. I must admit, I've not used mine in the Sportivo, but it is there if you want it. And then you just stick it back on, but you can put that wherever you want. There's a window on each side as well. As you can see, you do get a blind and a fly screen and these little nets to soften it up. Running around the motorhome, there's vents from the Alde as well. And then here, if you want to watch telly, you've got the television point, plug socket, and you've also got a light switch. The Coachman lights are a little bit like a dark art, like some motorhomes are. And once you've worked it out, you've nailed it. But until then, you'll be pressing buttons and wondering why nothing's going off. But you'll soon work it out. Bracket here for your television to put that in the bedroom. And there's also a further privacy screen here that slides across onto here, so you can separate that. I'll take you in the washroom in a second, but I just want to show you under the bed. You've got various bits of storage under here, but under here you have got storage under there, as you can see. There we go. So you can put bits and pieces there. And then you've got a nice useful bank of drawers, which I'll just drop that down but keep the mattress held up. And these drawers, you just need to turn that and these will open up. So 2 of those. Now, to stop these drawers flying out in transit, you just want to turn that mechanism. It wants to be turned, so it's locked those in place. And then also, while I'm here, I'll just mention about the Coachman mattresses. So this is standard across the Coachman motorhome range. This part of the mattress has springs and this is memory foam. Honestly, I have never known a mattress so comfy as what we've got in our Sportivo. So these are fabulous. You'll get a great night's sleep with that mattress and really lightweight as well. Right, let me cover that back up. Leave it as you found it. We'll go into the washroom. This to me, for this motorhome, is the compromise. And it was when I first looked at this motorhome at the NEC, and I'll explain why in a minute. So when you close the door, you'll see this bar. This is actually to make sure that the door doesn't warp. It's designed to be used obviously in various climates in Scandinavia. So they place this in so this door will not warp in any type of weather. Really good to see that on there. Now the washroom, I will say it's really light and bright. I do like the fact that you've got all this light coming in. Let's make a start. Where shall I start? I'll start here. So first of all, as we make our way around, there's a good bank of mirrored cupboards. On these, on the Coachman, you get this sort of plastic part here. Use these to push so you're not putting fingers on your glass. Push them and they open. Good amount of storage for our toiletries, and there's the bar. So when you've been driving, things aren't going to just drop out on top of you. So they're really good. And you get one over the sink as well. And I like that this has got a little bit more depth to it as well. So storage in there. The first compromise is, because of the fact there's a cabinet here, it's just over your tap. So you've got to get your hand in here and then using your sink. So to wash your face, it's not that easy. That's the only compromise that I've found. Plenty of worktop space here and here for leaving your toiletries out. I like that. Somewhere to hang your towel. I do feel that maybe something could have been done with this wall so it's not just plain white, but it does lighten it up. And obviously everyone's got different tastes, but I just think something else here could have just given it to that next level. There's the LED lighting running around, some nice hooks again for towels or dressing gowns. And then we come to the toilet. So it's a Thetford toilet and it's ceramic. If you can hear that, it's a solid toilet. So it's a nice, solid, good quality toilet in this top-end premium motorhome. And then here, now, this is always open to debate with the Coachman motorhomes. Is it for a hand towel or is it for a toilet roll? Well, you can do what you want with it. It is next to the toilet, and despite it being bow-shaped, you can put a toilet roll on it because I've tested mine. So yeah, and then coming along, these you push and then they open. So you can see our storage there, and if I push these, you can see, close that across, storage there as well under the sink. So yeah, not bad storage wise in terms of the washroom. Close that up. There we go. Right, so that's the washroom. But yeah, again, so those are that to me is the compromise, but it might not be a compromise for you. Right, close that up. So we've had a look at that beautiful island bed layout at the back. We've seen the washroom, we've seen our shower, the air conditioning unit, really nice kitchen. I do like this. I love the corian, the fact that you've got the microwave and the big tower fridge and freezer. Do like this gloss finish as well. And then we have a really good size lounge, plenty of space to relax, big sunroof, and obviously the added bonus of the enhanced ventilation and insulation on the Imperial. Right, I'm going to get my shoes back on, we'll dive outside and we'll just have a quick summary. So there we have it, the Coachman Travelmaster Imperial 845. An integrated 8.82 metre motorhome, 5,500 kilos. Here at Nottingham, 196,000. But as you know, I always say, make sure you haggle, and haggle hard in true Yorkshire fashion. I've enjoyed having a look at this. This is a really nicely put together motorhome, extremely good build quality. As I say, actually built in Sweden by Kabe. I will put the links as always down here so you can have a look at the Travelmaster range altogether. You can also see the other models that Kimberley have in stock here at Nottingham. Thank you to Kimberley Caravans and Motorhomes who have invited us to film. It is appreciated. So as always, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.